Hello, Pookies. As I said, today is going to be the day I played through the Zenless Zone Zero final chapter of Season 1. We're just going to cover, I think, more parts of Vivian's story and then a little bit more of Hugo. And then tomorrow, if I have the time, hopefully I have the time, I will be doing Mondstadt's current story interlude Archon quest. But for now, we're playing through ZZZ. I think it's going to be another long one because the last one I played was like, what, 4 hours? I think this is going to be about the same length, so like 3.5 to 4 hours. So without further ado, I'm going to stop yapping. I'm just going to get right into the story because I know it's going to be a long one. Vivian sent a message, seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Do you want to arrange a time to see Vivian? Let's go meet up with her. You're about to enter? Yes. Let's do this. Alright then, I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just reset. I'll rest and wait for my call. Okay, so I go to bed. Go or take a nap. Okay. I'd rather do this now than like wait it out and like try to rush through it in like the last minute. I want to get through all the story content early, so like the rest of the content I make can just be like the fun shit or like dumb shit, you know, like pulls or trying to do abyss or trying to do shield defense or something. Because like the story is very important, but I don't want to rush through it. So like I want to take my time and like play through it as much as I can and like absorb as much information as I can. Because the next patch that we get for Zenless is going to be the 2.0 patch, which is insane. Considering the game came out like what? Last year, I think? Like mid last year or something. Okay, you originally planned to watch some videotapes to rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead until you hear something nearby. Another vision? Okay.
Lord Phaethon, this time let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
Not the side eye from Fairy.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Bury your tears with the past. Side B. I love how it's like a mixtape. Side B. For those of you know. For those of you who know.
Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Vivian, are you sure you're awake? That sounded like sleep talk. I'm sure sleeping in that position couldn't have been comfortable either.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather in.
What do you mean the death? It's only Hugo technically died.
That Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family.
Oh yeah, the news spread.
I haven't found the source yet.
Yeah, it's probably Hartman. Yeah. Who else could it be though?
Uncle Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
I mean, what? Yeah, it's like an underdog story. What's better than an underdog story?
And Hartman's the one getting all the heat.
Yeah, because no one likes people in power for the most part.
With many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain.
Yep, see? There it is.
An industry summit this week. A responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But
Yeah, they're trying to save face, public image and all that. Makes sense.
If I I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Based on our past experience with Hartman, he's not the type to sit back and let anyone mess with his power or interests.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I borrow Wise for a minute?
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
Wait! Don't go outside,
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Why is Belle acting sus?
This Vivian didn't walk out the main door. Lycon's been pacing around
Oh,
outside for like
okay.
half an hour and scared off at least 5 customers. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first?
Damn, why I gotta be everybody's therapist? Like, the fuck?
Sure, I'll go talk to him. At the end of the day, we're all after the same enemy.
At the end of the day ends.
We should become the bridge between them.
Ugh, why? Just go to therapy, man. He's upset that he killed his boyfriend. He got it easy now. Hopefully no one else notices. What?
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning, Master Lycon.
Good morning. Belle just let me know you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian doesn't seem down at all. In fact, she's been actively gathering intel. I think she's handling this with even greater calm than I am. If you're feeling bad about what happened with Hugo, it might be a good idea to talk to Vivian directly. From what I've seen, she's not as fragile as you might think.
That's reassuring to hear.
I mean, have you seen the shoes she wears? Like, bro, I'm concerned for her ankles more than I am for her feelings. Those damn platforms are so high, bro.
Sure, but just to be clear,
I don't know how the hell she's doing
I'm
battle
staying
wearing
neutral
those
and not
shoes.
picking sides.
Crazy.
You both have your own stance on this. As a proxy, I'll do my best to help facilitate honest communication.
I respect that. Thank you. Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
I'm glad you guys are on the same page, but why do I feel like I'm being left in the
Oh my
dark?
god, Wise, keep up. They're alluding to that.
We all share the same goal. Uncover the truth.
Not that, they're talking about Hugo being alive.
Tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, in hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity and kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
Belle, Vivian, and I need to think this through carefully with everything at stake. It's not a decision we can make lightly.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins. I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Flynn.
I wonder if we'll ever get like a mayor face reveal.
As mayor,
Or maybe we already know what he looks like. I just don't remember, I guess.
I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Flynn. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
The leader of the exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back. They haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration.
This is a very long-ass conversation, Jesus.
Sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one.
Like, I get its exposition, they're giving us all the details, they're telling us what we need to do, where we need to go, who's doing what. You know, they're giving us exposition, that's great, but like, man, this conversation is long as fuck.
I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about your abilities. She's a void hunter.
Okay, I was wondering if Yishuan would show up at some point.
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
It wouldn't make sense for only one person to be... It wouldn't make sense for only one person to be working on research and not like try and get outside opinions. Obviously, she got outside opinions. That's why Yishuan kind of knows what's going on.
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
I know you won't let me down.
I'm wondering now if twins will be playable by not twins, but brother and sister siblings will be playable by like 3.0 or 4.0. Very curious because we don't have a roadmap for CCC like we had for Genshin. So I'm very curious as to like when the siblings will be playable, because I'm assuming all of 2.0 is when they're gonna be worked up, not built up for like skill and stuff. Like the way the Traveler is, I'm wondering if like that's gonna happen. Like, too much theory crafting right now. I'll just play the story and let the story play out.
Want to see the red scarf? Ready to roll out.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
I'm here. There it is.
Oh yeah, this team fucks. This team fucks. Okay, what are we doing here?
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps, even if it means playing with fire. She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Yeah, I've been like wondering who the fuck she's been talking about for the past 2 minutes. Like, who is she?
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Unless she's speaking about what's her name again? The woman with the dark hair.
Please don't mind me. The she.
What is her name?
Is with the exaltists. Someone I have a history with.
Yeah, she was shown in the 2.0 trailer teaser.
I felt compelled to.
I forgot her name. She's the reason why Perlman took the fall.
It's just that, for me, the exaltists bring back painful memories, and I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I'll stop asking. What's more important than an unspoken past is the person standing in front of me now. As for everything else, we can talk about it whenever you're ready to share.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen. What's up? Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my parts. Don't touch me. Nothing here either. Are we too late? Don't touch me. There's...
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then!
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her?
Evelyn. Her name is Evelyn. I googled it. Her name is Evelyn.
Vivian,
I keep forgetting.
you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille! Lord Nathan, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Let's take care of the ethereals first. Lord Nathan just so tired. Don't touch me. You better not get my chest dirty.
That's enough.
What an eyesore. Oh, it noticed me. Lord Nathan.
You've been gone forever. Did you run into any trouble?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
Why would the Exaltists go after the sacrifices?
I saw it too, but I can't figure out why the Exaltists would do this.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you know so much about the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and after Landon died,
Sounds like a parental figure.
turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Absolutely. If you're feeling down, we'll be here for you.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents were faked?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Sure. Let's go together.
Okay. Probably gonna walk around as Vivian. Or walk around with her, I guess. You're about to enter? Oh, okay.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me.
Like,
I learned a lot
oh!
about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
What's up, Rain? Long time no see, like, for real.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? So you're the old friend Vivian was talking about?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Vathan is Lord Vathan? No, I mean, you actually know Wise is Lord Vathan.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain! Let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Vathan wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Vathan lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internaut to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black cat. It hangs around our shop now.
Lord Vathan, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Rain, Vivian said you might have some intel for us. Should we get into that first?
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow, then communication went dark.
I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Okay, we'll take a look around. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're not so sure of?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are. I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. Alright, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Ellen's just always out and about with her friends, which is fine and regular because that's what teenage girls should be doing, hanging out there with their friends, just doing stuff. But like, man, out of all the playable characters, we see her the most, like out in the open world. I think it's a bit unfair, you know, compared to all the other playable characters. You only get to interact with them because they're like it's a hangout event or like a friendship raising thing. But like Ellen is the only one you just get to see like out and about in the world. I don't think he looks like a mine worker, but okay.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something.
Look, how much money we talking though? Okay.
I kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up.
Oh no,
it's
definitely not that.
Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about
Oh, they were experimenting on these people.
I saw my coworkers dead in front of me.
Yikes.
Blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go. So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
Okay, that was a lot of information to read really fast.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training, Vivian. No matter who you're up against, you seem to analyze the pros and cons and make a judgment in no time.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
It's hard to picture that. My first impression of you was pretty, assertive.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's quite a coincidence that you two know each other and are actually close. You even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me. We might have crossed paths without even realizing it.
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even lost our Phaethon account. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang. It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Lord Phaethon!
Like, do you see how insane her shoes look?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side.
Why did I need a whole cutscene?
Since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune.
Okay.
I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights, and not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Huh? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
So, I have to ask, what exactly did I say in that reply?
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
You're putting my memory to the test.
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
They're really trying so hard to romanticize Vivian right now. Like this is a lot of Vivian glazing for real.
There's an update.
So what now?
Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Oh, okay. What? What are you talking about?
Wise, you're back. Looks like Lycon's tied up with something. He said I should just chill until you're back, and then we can talk online. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
All right, we'll get there right away.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Want to see the red scarf? Ready to roll out.
My man totally blanked out on who was meeting us where, so I don't know what the fuck's about to happen. I just know we have to retrieve the sacrifice before Hartman does. That's just for the conversation I caught. Are we talking about Camille?
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages.
Low key, no offense, but can we make Hartman playable? I love the voice, plus the design is really good. Can we make him playable? Just a thought, okay? We didn't get Pompey, and I loved Pompey. I was hoping Pompey would be playable.
Lady Dina will give you a proper
Like, can we not get like a playable old dude?
Just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
So this Dina they were
Yeah, who the hell is Dina?
Is she
Who
the
the fuck is that?
Exaltists?
Kind of.
I smell parental figure.
I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone
Talk about
else
changing the
does.
subject. Not subtle at all.
I've mapped out a shorter route, but there will be ethereals along the way. I'll leave the fighting to you, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Stay away from...
I love Lighter so much. Oh my god, I love Lighter so much. I hope that Hugo is just as... Oh man, he's just such a good character. Where am I? Oh, okay. I wish Aoife was just as good as Lighter was, but you know what? It is what it is. Hoyo gonna do what they're gonna do.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Fight? Okay, there's a fight. Just want to get a little bit of energy up. And then, there we go.
Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon.
These fights should be easy. Right? There we go. We're probably coming back this way, right? Probably.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon. Don't touch me. Idiot. Ambush.
There it is.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Our best... Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little girl. Let's see if you can get past me first.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core. Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
And now Hugo shows up.
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Who in the fuck is this? Is this Dina?
Vivian, it's been
Oh, okay.
ages.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me,
Do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night? Back then, I had no idea. You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on? I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake. How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously. The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at? I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are, and you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors. Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them. Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this.
So is Landon father or not? Or is that someone else?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Okay, Landon is father, okay.
For his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals. I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares. Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive. Fool! Don't touch me. More ethereals are coming. There are too many. There's no chance to get out of this.
Is Yishuan gonna show up? I feel like Yishuan's gonna show up.
Don't get hit.
I'm going with home.
Okay.
You better not get my chest dirty.
There it is.
Stay away from Lord Nathan! There are so many.
Yep, I know she'd show up.
It's ink.
I know she'd show up. I had a feeling.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
The titties be tittying. Her boobies are definitely bouncing boobily.
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be wise, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Is this preview music to Wi-Fi Peninsula or Shore? What is it called? Wi-Fi Palace? I don't know. I feel like this is preview music to that.
May I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
So, you're the investigator the mayor mentioned.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What does that mean exactly?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out later.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the Hollow. If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here. Sometimes it helps to get it out.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude. allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
Was that blessing medicine the same sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you? Tina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up... I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was Landon who was pulling the strings. As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling the sacrifice crisis pretty well on your own. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can believe in that, at the very least.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Not just today. Whenever you're feeling down, know that I'm here for you.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
That was a lot to read. I had to pause that. Holy shit, that was a lot to read. Oh my damn, that was a lot to read.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
Shawl stay on the grind, bro. Shawl worked everywhere in fucking New Eridu.
And I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape.
At the video store.
You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So, I I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
So I'm looking for a bird with black feathers. Does this count? I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think that's the one though. Okay, it's not that one. One down this alley, I guess. Not this alley, okay. Somewhere else. Down here. I have not been into this man's shop. I need to go buy something. I had to go buy something at the e-store, like for real. This it? Yeah, that's definitely the bird, but I want to see what the other one looks like. So there's that one, and then there's... This is just a bamboo. This is dumb. So it's not the bamboo, it's definitely the bird. Yep, that's a crow. At least I'm assuming it's a crow or a raven. Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the Creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out...
The Creator will guide me.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about whether Hugo has more plans lined up.
Hugo...
Wise, Lycon just sent a message saying he's got something urgent that he needs to talk to us about now.
Alright, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
It seems like there's nothing left for me to do.
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy.
Ma'am, this is a mission, not a date. Relax your ovaries, please.
Just your presence will help me immensely.
Sure. If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out for each other. I'll accompany Vivian.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
So we're not even gonna like leave in like a suit or something? We're going to a banquet. We're just gonna rock up in our streetwear? Okay. Weird. New location?
I believe I've shown you my
or not, I guess. He also has pointed ears.
Sincerity. My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will.
What the fuck is dessert code for? Hello?
It'll satisfy you. I'll come find you later.
It can't be money.
I wish you a pleasant evening.
What the hell does dessert mean?
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
Yeah, what the fuck did you mean by dessert?
Was there a special meaning to the dessert you mentioned just now? I thought he'd stay for longer, but he left once you said that.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right. I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon. Isn't this going a bit too well?
The security outside of the manor is really strict, but maybe it's more lax on the inside? Just in case, though, let's contact Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Yay, Hugo's back, finally. Gosh, where have you been, man?
Bullet, how?
Dear uncle, why must we be so?
I love hearing sexy Baiju. Like,
You can just
ooh,
tell me what
the
you
voice is
want
just
to say
immaculate.
directly.
I love deranged Baiju.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want.
Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle. Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Sorry, I'm just taking my time admiring this tall drink of a man.
Also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime.
So Lycon knew all along? Oh, that makes sense.
You're late.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
Will you two stop flirting, please? Thank you. I'm not here for that. Weirdos.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you.
And that's the beauty of it, babe. That's the beauty of it.
Understand your code. If I decided against helping you, or if I just couldn't control my strength properly.
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
No, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed.
Why is Hugo just like always whispering in your ear? Like, relax, you horny vampire.
But But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course, I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Excuse, whoa. What do you mean? What do you mean? Small warehouse port. Quite pleased. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down in a chair, pulls out some rope, and... What in the freaky shit is going on here? What in the Pornhub? Hello?
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I would.
This is so the undertones, man.
Substance most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use,
he injected himself with the serum.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration. After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, Nariko, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
A random thought I had after seeing Lycon dripping is like, does he smell like wet dog? I know he's like a wolf, but does he smell like wet dog?
Never will. Time is short. Let's begin.
A lot of whimpering and a lot of undertones.
Stupid bastard.
A lot of whimpering, a lot of undertones.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
This looks like his mother, probably his mother.
All your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you. Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to tell you that's fucked up. Is that why his one eye is red? Oh. We're not just carrying around trauma, we're literally carrying around scars.
Wasn't awake yet after all.
That's crazy.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Oh.
Who are you?
Okay.
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning.
Just some side coochie.
She chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence.
Which is weird. Why would you blame eye color?
Because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Ooh, T. That's crazy.
Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous
Not the dog.
Don't compare.
Well, we know his inner demon is homophobic.
Come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
Yeah, sure, bro. Whatever you say.
Sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum.
Two cigarettes and a fix.
Use that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitating will be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules.
That's true. I will agree with that sentiment. If you want to make change, you gotta kind of be in the position and power to make the rules change.
So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them?
Oh my god, sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down. You're doing a lot. You're doing too much right now. Holy crap.
I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else.
It's myself.
Rather my weak, powerless past
Yep.
self who could do nothing.
We love self-reflection. We love a mentally aware king. We love that.
For having neither the strength nor the
Not mentally, emotionally aware king. We love that for you, Hugo. We love that.
So-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that means you, correct? So, I forgive you.
We love self-therapy. Like, go off, king. Go off.
Regret this, fool. Your pretty words.
It's funny that they're using the bang boo for this.
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Serena.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
Why does Serena's voice kind of sound like Vivian's voice?
Hey, Hugo, do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
I mean, it's not as big as lighters, but those are still some pretty decent cheeks.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes. Your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately. It was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me. Many times. But I was careful. And they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered.
Again with the whispering, like, bro, calm down. They put this voice actor in the studio booth, and they were like, "Need you to be a sexy vampire who whispers half his dialogue, and then like the other half is just like dramatic sassiness, flirting. Add a little bit of unhinged in there, and like that's what we're looking for. You think you can do that? And by God, did this man deliver?"
Staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe. Boring.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power, dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve
So I know his mind is like fucking with him right now, and like his emotional
success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory
turmoil is like boiling or whatever. But like, is this like all because the poison or the serum is trying to kill him? It's like this is him fighting the poison, right? Or whatever the fuck he was injected with.
Become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
More hallucinations?
Lygon.
Oh my god.
Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
It's not the real Lygon. We're still... This ends with the cutscene.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Now your boyfriend's gonna be mean for you for like another 5 to 10 minutes. And don't you see your inner demon manifested into a bang-boo standing here? I just... Man... There's a lot of exposition going on here.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the Hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart. I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first...
I feel like this could have just been a story quest, like separately from the main story, because this is the very much... I know they said that they're trying to incorporate the character stuff into the stories now instead of having like separate things for them. Like this could very much could have just been like its own thing, because now it's taking away from the now. Like remember, we're currently in the flashback, right? We're currently in the flashback of Hugo and Lycon coming together for, you know, going for the plan to infiltrate the Ravenlock banquet party to retrieve the sacrifice thing.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
That's where we are right now, right? That's where we are in the flashback. The last thing that happened in the present was Hugo smashing through the window, or some shit, at the manor. Right now, this is all just exposition.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companions' understanding and trust.
They really said you want more Hugo content? We're gonna give you Hugo content.
You are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about
Why is this demon so, or inner demon, inner voice, inner monologue, whatever the fuck is subconscious? Like, why is this dude being such a pain right now? We need to go save Faithin.
We are different from them. I will never be
Like, what is happening?
I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Oh god, are we fighting Hugo again? I don't want to fight Hugo again. It's so annoying. Oh, god damn it. Hugo trial, let's go. Oh, this is a cutscene. God, I was hoping it would be a cutscene. Okay. EX special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy, the totalized effect is triggered. This effect increases the skill's damage multiplier based on enemy's stun duration. After totalized, the enemy will... So wait, how do I totalize? Oh, okay. So as soon as they're stunned, then okay. After triggering, it will recover from stun and a certain amount of days will be inflicted based on the duration. Okay, well, I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, this is gonna take a while to get used to.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Trying to run, are we? You're just afraid to admit it. Out of my way! Bang! Is that all? to face your true self and what you truly desire. I have you now! Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
So what I need to build? Okay, here's the cutscene. Now I'm wondering if I need to build impact on him then.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise from me, my dearest partner.
I know what the fuck y'all are. Fruity ass furries.
This is just like what I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way. Thank you.
So does that mean he is a vampire or like?
What exactly happened in the warehouse?
I want to know exactly what the fuck he is though. Like, what is he?
Were you expecting
We now know
anything
that
else?
Vivian is a banshee, but what the fuck is Hugo?
I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy.
Lots of fucking therapy. A hell of
Benefit from some
huge
tool
amount of
about
therapy.
it. Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone? I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird. All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. That's funny. Yeah, back to Phaethon and Vivian cowering behind a corner and Hugo busting through a window. Let's get back to that. Do I have access to both Lycon and Hugo, or just Hugo?
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them! What?
You're welcome to try.
Yep. What?
Like, just judging by the way his kit works, I feel like you do need impact on him, though. Unless you're running... Yeah, his best team is double stun with Lighter and, Lycon.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Or, like, Colita, or... I don't know. But, like... Yeah, I had a feeling there was something here. Like, I feel like... if you're soloing with him, you might need like impact or at least energy recharge to like benefit off the total ice.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the Hollow.
Oh, okay, so he attacks with his knife first. So it's knife. And then he only really brings out the scythe for the end of his attack animations. So most of his damage is actually physical.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised, it's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. It sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry.
Ma'am, do you not know how corporations work?
Before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
Hell to the no. Never trust Big Pharma, girl. Never. You fucked up.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Oh, you see that totalized damage? Insane. Do I even really need to...
Can't remember the last time we worked this well.
Loki's like Miyabi levels.
He's all evil.
Oh, you see that crit rate? Insane. That's a lot of damage.
How are they feeling?
Am I solo fighting this shit? Oh, this is the new...
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. Let the party begin.
This is the new way that they want the game to be played, right?
I've merely learned to
All three units on the field at the same time.
The end is nigh.
When I need to be.
I kind of like this. I kind of fuck with it.
God damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
All this allegory and undertones. Just say what you want to say, fuck.
You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location. Lycon, that incident back then, I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You?
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know, I will never become like my father, like Hartman. That is enough for me.
You've changed, but I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path. Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
No, really. Should you?
Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
And now are we back at the Ravenlock household? Slams the table in anger, okay?
You really think you can take my place if I
Yeah, we're
die?
back. Okay, we're back.
Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective.
Who is that?
We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
He seems to be doing fine for himself.
Oh, Uncle.
Yeah, let me introduce myself. Let me tell you who the fuck I am.
I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
And that's on period.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you.
We love a sassy man with good comebacks. Wait for Lycon to arrive. Okay.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. and I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Wise, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and everything that's been happening, Lycon?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are,
It's what I've been saying. Undertones, bitch. Undertones.
Sleep schedule. I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice core is fake. We don't know where the real one disappeared to.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethan's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look? I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
Final part of the story, I'm assuming. So this is my team. Okay.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here.
Look around.
Hugo, get the guards first.
Yep.
Time to
You just stepped into your own grave!
stand still.
A boring opponent.
Tales for the dawn that sets the world alight. Let the party begin.
Out of my way! Move it!
Stay calm now.
Heads for flowers that bloom in the abyss. More of Landon's serum survives than expected.
He's definitely gonna be really, really good for my Lycon.
It means Dina has an executed
Not Lycon, for my lighter. I don't have Lycon yet, sadly.
We have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try. Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling way better these past few days, so just leave it to me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to us being separated in the Hollow, so I'm worried about Wise's safety. Oh, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just haven't gotten used to it yet.
This is the future I saw. Lord Pathan. I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for. Fool. Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon. Don't touch me. Lord Phaethon, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. Fool. There are containers by the fissure. There's got to be something inside. Let's try opening them.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you.
Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options.
They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel? When that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness. That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her.
So, like, why are we waiting so long to kill this girl? Like, can't we just, like, you know, push her off a cliff or something? Like, wow.
You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your
She's clearly very delusional and very far gone. Can't we just, you know, kill her off screen or something?
Greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope. Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal. No one deserves to be a sacrifice. Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me.
Camille, I understand your plight, but we are doing too much for a bitch that does not respect us. Stand up. Stand up. Oh my god, stand up for yourself.
I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it!
Should have thought of that before you went off the hinge, bitch.
Goodbye, Dina.
Goodbye, Dina, indeed.
I'm sorry, Vivian.
You did this to yourself, sis. You have no one else to blame.
Take out these ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
Oh, I'm like, where the hell is this? This is that open area where we fought the butcher, isn't it?
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me.
It's only because of my ability that Landon...
I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course, the same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Dina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
Oh great, another person killing themselves out of delusion and crazed for power or some dumb ideology.
So I can only hate you for killing my father and hate Camille.
Why are you hating on Camille? Damn, Camille. Oh my god, you know what?
Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't.
This is Anby's story all over again.
Keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she
This is just the Anby story all over again.
Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be.
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Damn, another solo fight? Fuck. What did she turn into? What the fuck is that? Is that are those drills in her arm?
Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer!
What happened? What the... Vivian!
Lies. Don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian! Careful. Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian? No! It can't end like this!
So wait, Phaethon can now purify ether corruption. I knew we get some sort of reveal into our powers at the end of this quest. I didn't think it would be ether corruption purification. That's very interesting. But in the environment and your teacher both dissolve into the water like misty curtain.
Wise. Wise. Wise, you're finally awake.
I'm at the store. I remember I was with Vivian. Wait, she injected herself with Landon's serum. Is she okay?
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. Thank goodness you woke up. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches. Hugo sent me a message earlier saying he got her checked over and she was alright. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I just wanted to stop Vivian's corruption process. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness. What happened after that?
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you. Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort-wise?
I'm a bit dizzy, but otherwise, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details then.
Okay. Sorry for worrying you, Belle. Good night.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here now.
So what happened? Wise said he saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo? Lycon? Did either of you guys see it?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequela. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, If the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment.
This is a lot of information right now.
It's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycon.
So what you're saying is the siblings will be future ether anomaly agents. That's what I'm hearing.
You are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
A gift from our teacher? How come I never knew about it?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions.
She's here too?
Soon, so
okay.
Feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
Can I file a complaint about her with you if she does?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end. Why? I'm like, why is he just hanging there? That is the end of the season 1 story. Lot of crazy shit, lots of exposition, so much exposition. Holy shit, so much exposition. Oh, I have to talk to Belle? Okay, there's still more happening. Oh, I was about to sign off. Apparently there's still more. What to do? What's up, Belle? Okay. Let's see what she has to say.
Is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could count him as a neighbor of mine. Is there anything special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Huh. You even know feng shui? I'm happy to hear that. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunquei Summit? Any details you can give?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
Better control my abilities. That sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Oh, these people want their fortunes read, probably.
Please help me check my fortune. Here's my pop. Look, doesn't this
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
So this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Wise? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter. Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session. All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Banish wealth and desire? That's a spell? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunquai Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Not him connecting to the internet and being like, oh my god, is this enlightenment? Wow.
Yishuan Shifu, the store is right up ahead.
Yes, This is the place. Ah, this is the one.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there's no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
Okay, and with that, I think we are officially done. Yep, that was the last thing. There's a lot of people here. Yeah, that was... Well, getting to know Yishuan. I think maybe there might be some characters, like, about, though. Someone said on the... I saw on, like, the Reddit that Joe Fufu was, like, around somewhere. But I don't see her anywhere. Someone said they saw Joe Fufu in game. But I'm not seeing anyone. What are y'all doing to my girl Corin? You fucking weirdos. Okay, so even in the future, New Eridu, there are still some sickos harassing teenage girls. Great. Love to see that. So cool. I was looking for Joe Fufu. I don't think I'll find her though, to be honest. I want to say Archon Quest. The story quest this time was very long. Still, it was quite long. I didn't enjoy it. It had its moments. Definitely had its, especially the last part where we saved Vivian was really, really great. I love that. Finding that our powers, like, you know, are unlocked now and stuff. Again, you see Ellen everywhere. Don't see Jofufu anywhere here. Maybe I'll look it up on Reddit later, like where to find Jofufu. I'll just end it here. Let me go back to 6th Street. It was very, very much exposition on both Hugo and Vivian's stories. I see what they're trying to do by weaving in the character stories or the agent like tapes into the story itself. I would argue though that it does lengthen the story a little bit too much and takes away from what's happening. Like, I get it. You want players to be able to what's the word? Relate or understand where the characters are coming from and like where they come from, why they are the way they are, and like, you know, get to test them out in the combat and stuff. I understand all of that. But like it kind of drags the story. Like when we were in the container with Hugo and his battling his inner demons, I feel like that should have been part of Hugo's story. That is usually like the first chapter is like we go around, we talk, we fight in the hollow, and then we go out and then we meet each other the next day. Chapter 2 is like long exposition, lots of talking, lots of explaining, lots of like just feeding the player the story and like what's currently happening and like into the character's past as well. And then like the third part is resolving all of that and then going into the hollow and fighting again and getting a cutscene and then speaking to them again after the cutscene. So there's all of that. I feel like Hugo's part in the main story quest could have just been his own character story quest. Like if they took that out, it could have just been Vivian's story, and that would have been more than fine. Because usually one character story is tied to the chapter story, to the epilogue. But it's fine. They're like rounding off their last few characters. I don't mind it this time, but I feel like going ahead, I did like the previous setup with just having the story and like the agent story separate from what's actually happening. But like it's fine. It is what it is. I'll play it regardless. It's just this time it tended to just drag a little bit for me. But I say this that I did have fun. I did enjoy learning more about Hugo. I did enjoy learning more about Vivian. I really liked Hugo's combat, so I'm very, very happy to pull for him. And what was the other thing? I'm excited to see what we get to accomplish in 2.0. Hopefully, I think 2.0 trailer might drop the week after next week, like 2 weeks into Hugo's banner. That's when they'll drop the 2.0 trailer. But yeah, I've had fun. Tomorrow I'll be doing the paralogism, whatever the fuck the interlude Archon quest for months that is. I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'll be playing it in Chinese. Because I've heard that a lot of the English voice cast is not voiced, or a lot of the English dub is not, the characters aren't speaking. So I'll play it in Chinese tomorrow, and then Monday I'll start Wuthering Waves. Hopefully I'll start Wuthering Waves on Monday. And I might actually try and do like a camera setup, because I think I'm gonna subscribe to Lightstream just for Wuthering Waves, and if it does work out, then I'll try and stream like my first impressions of HSR the day after as well. But for now, that's it. I might come back in like 10, 15, 20 minutes and maybe just do like 2 hours of Rivals, or depending on, you know, how many times I win or if I crash out. But yeah, had fun. Glad you guys are here with me. I'm gonna end the stream now. I don't know if I will be back for Rivals. I kind of want to eat something first, and then I'll see like if I have time or not, because I've been catching up on a couple of other things that I want to do. So yeah, anyway, I will see you guys either in 15 minutes or I'll see you guys tomorrow. It depends. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on the next stream.